listening to Jan Talk. Go. We in the jungle, baby. Number one.
This that gin talk, this that gin talk, this that sit down gin'll make you zen talk. This that gin talk, this that gin talk, this that take a shot gin my best friend talk. This that gin talk, this that gin talk, this that sit down gin'll make you zen talk. This that gin talk, this that gin talk, this that take a shot gin my best friend.
Welcome to the Gen Talk Podcast with your boy Mike J. I got your boy Trav. Marissa's in the house. Shell will be with us later on. Groovy Drew's not with us. And today we're talking about the benefits of side piece. And we're also going to talk about the double standards that men and women go through for having multiple children as a single parent, and how society favors the men more than the women. So, how's everybody doing today, by the way?
I'm doing quite lovely.
Out there.
Yeah,
all right.
Also.
We're going to talk about the benefits of having a side chick. My old past of me would be for this, but now I'm a different nigga.
This nigga being politically correct already. We ain't even said that yet.
So, what you saying a few years ago, you would have been okay with having a being in a committed relationship and having a side chick?
I would have been the side piece.
Oh, you would have. Oh,
that's
why?
Because that's cool. I wasn't ready for no relationship. I was wanted me for sex.
Oh, go ahead and come on and prove me and trail points, because you know you be making stuff so easy for me. You didn't share this when we talked about this last week.
He just said.
So why would you? So why would you have been? Why would you have been okay with being a side piece? You said because you weren't ready for a relationship. So how would it have benefited you to be a side piece?
Get the sex I wanted and no commitment.
So you would have been okay with that. You didn't have to be a side piece to do that, Michael. You could have found somebody that didn't want a relationship, that didn't want to have a friend.
No, and Trav knows this too. I always got to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's like my vibe is always my vibe always brings in I'm the boyfriend, nigga. I'm never the side piece. I got to be the main nigga.
Always.
Nah, until I met a few women. That's about it.
Oh.
One girl just said I was just good for some dick. I was an asshole and shit. So that's why I was a side piece at one point. That shit
so she had a boyfriend and she was just having sex with you while she had a boyfriend?
She had dudes that were, how can I say it, crazy over her, would spin for her. With me, I just wanted sex, and if she wanted to hang around.
Basically, she was just dating. She was just dating. She wasn't in a relationship. So technically, you wasn't a side piece. You were just part of the role.
You were just fulfilling your role.
Yeah.
She had multiple people that she was in multiple things from. You just so happened to be giving her that thing. I just can't see you in that light. Like, just. I can't see that.
That's my point. That's my point. They think I'm the guy you're supposed to be in a relationship with. At the time,
I mean, I guess I can see that, but I just can't see you as like, doggish ass man.
Doggish.
I just never picked. I guess I never met the asshole version of you. Like,
yes, you have.
I experienced it. When did I meet it?
You call me an asshole. You've been calling me asshole, bastard.
Okay, anyway, we done talking about Michael because I don't remember that. But I'm okay. So if I called you that, was it because of something you said directly to me, or it was about a conversation, or we was talking and you said something that you would or wouldn't do? I just don't think I didn't call you an asshole or a bastard based on my experience with you.
Oh, I was just saying because I used to say some slick ass shit. I never made people feel bad. I never led people on. I was always telling the truth. This girl I was messing with, I guess she was talking to people, but then I guess she called my phone. I guess some dude got a hold of her phone and text me and act like he was talking to me, acting like he was her. And he said, "What you doing?" I said, "Nothing." He said, "Can I come through?"
Okay,
And,
we gonna do this.
We all
later.
on top. Yeah, we all on top.
No, we are not doing the Chronicles of Michael. Like, no.
That's just part of the roster. We talking about what could be the benefits of having a side piece. Like what? Yeah, like that we talking about.
Oh, my
like,
and to everybody that's listening, me and Trav think there are benefits to having a side piece. Michael, who's in a committed relationship, does not. And based on Michael, he wouldn't see it as beneficial even if he wasn't in a committed relationship. So let's just throw that disclaimer out there for everybody that's about to listen to this to see where we're going and listen to Michael try to.
We ain't saying it's right. We just saying there are benefits to it.
Oh, so you saying it's not okay? I get what you're saying. All right, that's why I was gonna play devil's advocate. Okay.
Yeah, so we just had to let the world know.
Okay.
Where we're standing on this.
Look at the professionalism. I thank you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there is benefits. I mean, you got a secondary fallback on when your main is not acting right or something. So there are benefits if they're not filling the void. It's
not even just about that. Like when you say a side piece, is when a male and a female, it's not always about sex. It's sometimes just about the conversations, and you can be vulnerable with the other woman. It's not always about sex. It's not all, but it's not necessarily a sexual relationship.
And I think that's the misconception that a lot of people have when they hear side chick or side piece. They think it's just sex.
Yeah. And it's not that for real.
I mean, I get what you're saying when it comes to like sex and all that. But I think what I'm saying is like having a side piece, the benefits of it is, and sometimes you can have benefits, but sometimes you're not going to meet the perfect side piece. Because sometimes nowadays, these side pieces will get you in a lot of trouble. They do more harm than good these days. You got to at least have a conversation. You got to see where y'all stand on in that road. And some of these people get their feelings caught up, and then next thing you know it, you in some shit. So
I think it takes I don't want to say a special type of person, but a different type of person to play that role and understand it. And the thing is, that's not how it's going to be portrayed to you. You don't just know that that's what you are. Like it'll come off on some we just friends type stuff. And you're playing a role, like in the way that you'll know the details of the role that you're playing if you don't ever meet their girlfriend. They saying you their friend, but their girlfriend knows nothing about you, but you know everything about her.
Yeah.
I mean,
so.
And it's easier said than done because some people don't want to go through the shit. If you need a side piece, why you with the girl?
It's not always about that, because unless you in a relationship and this person fill your cup 100%, there's always could be a possibility for a side chick.
And I don't think nobody's ever gonna fill anybody's cup 100%. So y'all know I got an experience and a story for everything. So I met this guy. This is why I feel the way I feel about it. I met this guy last year in February. And when we met, we had this whole understanding of we was just gonna be friends. We was gonna hang out, we was gonna chill. If sex came, it just came. But if not, it wasn't a big deal. So I'm on this whole dating thing, but he made it clear he didn't want a relationship. So I didn't really do relationship type shit with him. But we talked a lot, like we talked every day. We did the whole getting to know each other thing. He did shit for me, like the little stuff. He never said that he had a girlfriend. He just said he had been with this girl and that was like on and off. When she wanted to be on him, she was on him. When she was off him, she was off him. And that came probably like 2 or 3 weeks after I had met him that he told me that. So he asked me one day what would happen to him if I got a boyfriend. And I was like, well, shit, we'll still be cool. But of course, she won't be at my house every day. We're going to take the sex part out of it because at that point we had sex. But sex wasn't the basis of what we was doing. Am I still breaking up?
I think you break it up, Mike. I hear a clip.
Oh, so we get to this point where like it's really like a dope ass friendship. Like he talks to me. Him and the girl eventually got back together. We talked about the stuff they had going on in the time I was dealing with a guy. Me and him talked about that. The difference between me and his girlfriend was he wasn't able to be vulnerable with her because she was hard. So she felt like when he did the emotional things that he was just soft. But then there's me. You can just come lay all that out there. So yes, feelings got involved, but we talked about it. Like we talked about the feelings once and we never discussed it again. So I've supported everything that he's done in his relationship. I just eventually told him one day because he wanted to call me his best friend and all this shit. I was like, I'm really like, and y'all know, I'm gonna just say whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm really like a glorified side chick. And he was like, but I don't disrespect you. I didn't say that you did. And he didn't. Like, out of all the men that I've dealt with, he's treated me the best. Like, the way he treated me, now I hold a standard to how I want any man to treat me. But I respect his relationship. And what he do, it really ain't none of my business. We don't have sex anymore. Like, we cut that part out. So now it's just like, we talk about life, all of this shit. I really feel like he's helped make me a better person. So it was beneficial to both of us. Well, it's still beneficial on both sides. But going forward in life, like I just know when I get to a point where I'm gonna be serious with a man, like probably just not gonna tell them about him.
Yeah,
and just hope and just hope that they don't hear this episode. But you know,
yeah, that's the basis of a like the side chick. Like going back to saying, it's not always about sex. It's about like, can that man be himself with if he can't be himself with his woman, there's potential somebody else to fill that role. If he can't be vulnerable with his woman, if he can't like be emotionally available to his woman because she won't view him a certain kind of way, or he got to be strong for her all the time, he's gonna need that. He needs that other woman to fill that void. Like going back to the cup. Unless the cup always full, I mean, you just being greedy in. But if the cup ain't always full, there's always an opportunity for a dude to get a side chick.
And I really think like, it can go both ways. I think with us, it gave the chance to like, you could have mock conversations. Like he could say some stuff to me that he wanted to say to her, but because we talked about her before, I could give him a better way to, well, because I'm a female and I know women are usually emotional and they're different, I would give him a better way of saying certain things to her.
So you helped him. He really helped his relationship out better with her.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Damn.
I mean, like when I went at some point, like when we got to a place where we just talked about a lot of stuff, he said he knew that's who he wanted to be with, and he wanted to marry her. Like he said he knew that I'll talk. So they engaged now. When we met, they weren't. They got engaged like sometime last year, and then they got a baby now too. But
she don't fill his cup though. That's crazy.
I think I'm. Yes, she don't. But I don't think anybody will ever just. You'll never meet a person that's gonna fill your cup completely.
That's wild. It seems like he wants your characteristic in somebody else.
Yeah, I think we had the conversation that we met at the wrong time in life.
Yeah.
But I've made it perfectly clear to him if they ever break up that there's no chance of it being a me and him.
Damn.
Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry. Can y'all
hear me? Hey, Cheryl.
Hey.
What's going on?
So I know I'm kind of late, but so what's y'all definition of a side chick?
Someone who's there when shit, basically the one you with, basically when your own woman ain't there or when your man ain't there, the person you go to.
Oh, reliable.
So that's just like having two girlfriends. If
or a best friend, like somebody like of an opposite because you can't talk to. Sometimes, even in some relationships, your girlfriend or your boyfriend don't want you to have friends of the opposite sex. So you got, if you sneaking and talking to one of your best friend of the opposite, just on some a platonic situation, but y'all real cool, and you can talk to that person like that. That still be considered your side piece.
Yeah. I think people know when they can't bring certain people around.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like, I could bring, like, if I got in a relationship, I would be okay with bringing y'all around whoever I was with, because, like, we really just got, like, a genuine friendship. Like, y'all like some brothers or some shit. But, like, a nigga I done had sex with that I'm just like, no, we just friends. Like, no, I ain't gonna do this. Because people can pick up on energy.
Yeah, damn sure can, quick.
Me and dude got, like, amazing energy around each other. Like, there's no way we could be in the same room and nobody just be like, oh, ain't shit ever happened. Like, y'all would pick up on the shit.
Wow. Hey, buddy. I mean, go ahead.
So we're gonna get into like the benefits of it. Like, well, we pretty much saying the benefits of it. Like, we ain't necessarily like sex is like, we're going back. Sex is never always the top benefits of having a side chick. Like, sex is the benefit of having hoes. You in a relationship having hoes and shit, like, hey, those provide. But you got side chick, that's somebody you view as like, damn.
And that's what.
So is it beneficial to? Are y'all asking? Is it beneficial to the person that has the side piece or the side piece themselves?
I think it would be both, because you jumped in on the, like, after I said all the stuff I had said. So I got this so-called best friend, but I told him to meet because he in a relationship. Eventually, I told him I felt like a glorified side chick, but because of the type of relationship that me and him have, he's helped shape me and mold me differently. Like, I talk to men a whole lot different now than what I did before because of the way I've talked to him, and he's helped me understand, like, certain shit. He's able to critique me and I not take offense to it.
Got it.
And I told them before you got on, like, out of all the guys I've dealt with, he's treated me the best. So my standard of how a man is supposed to treat me is different now because of the stuff that he did.
Got it.
So really and truly, I compare, like, every dude I deal with to him.
So you see the standard.
Yeah. I just don't want to, but he's also let me see how shit can go. Like, him and that girl shared locations for the longest. And I asked him one day, I was like, so where the hell she think you be at when you be at my house? And he was like, at my homeboy house. So I would never, like, a dude could never be like, oh, we can share a location so you'll know where I'm at. No, I ain't trusting that shit unless I done been to every location you sharing with me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've seen, like, all sides of it, but, like, that girl probably don't ever think that boy doing anything outside of her. Yeah.
Or she could be doing
I don't know if it's fucked up that I see that side of him. Is like, did it help my trust? Like, did it make me have trust issues with people, or just
I'm telling you, put my trust up 1,000%.
So mess it up.
Mess it up.
But I mean, I hang around dudes all the time. I got plenty of homeboys, so I already know how the game goes.
But when you hang around guys, or if you ever deal with a guy that, like, got a girlfriend, got kids, got all this shit, it'll show you that people really make time for what they want to make time for. Yeah, like, there is no way a single man with nothing going on but a job and, like, some hobbies can tell me I ain't got time. Like, I've seen married dudes that got a wife, kids, a girlfriend, or a side chick or whatever, and spend time with everybody. So ain't nobody gonna ever be like, I ain't got time. Because I'm gonna be like, shit, I know these folks said see a whole lot of people in 24 hours and then still get some sleep. So yeah.
That nigga schedule, his agenda is organized. That nigga broke the time down. I mean, I don't know. I can't do that shit.
You can't do that shit. Entertain multiple people.
I did that one time, and I did that one time, and I caught feelings for two girls. And I was
I was about to say you probably too emotional to do it.
yeah, I am. I can't do that shit. And plus, I don't like to string people along, so I ain't gonna string nobody along, even if they cool with it, even if they want to play that role. Like, nah,
but I mean, if they're cool with it, then you're not stringing them along. It's being open and honest. But we don't have to worry about this with you right now, but we're just saying in general.
No, I'm just saying in hypothetical land, if that was the case and all that, I'll be thinking about my main girl at the same time. That's wrong or something, because I'm a goody two shoe ass nigga.
But would you let both girls know? Like, would you let?
What you mean? Let what? That we had.
You said when you said you were dealing with two girls at the same time, you caught.
Oh yeah, I let everybody know.
Did both of them? Yeah.
Yeah, I let them know.
So if you let both of them know and they made the choice to deal with it, then it wasn't a problem.
But you went with like
you weren't in no relationship though. So
you were single and dating.
That's what I said. Hypothetically, if I was in a relationship.
So you're saying now, like if you met a girl and you told her, "Oh, I got a girlfriend and this is what I want to do with you." You're saying your heart wouldn't allow you to do that with somebody, even if they say
he might get feeling what he's saying.
So yeah, he gonna care too much.
Yeah, he gonna care. Yeah,
see, that's why I don't think it's beneficial unless you just emotionally stable. Like,
yeah, you got that's
you don't get your feelings involved like that. That's the only way it's gonna work. Because if not, it's not gonna work.
I don't think there's a way to keep from catching feelings. Like the feelings don't, especially if they're like if they doing all this stuff for you and they offering you something that you can't get from the person that you with. Like the feelings are gonna come, but you just gotta know how to control the feelings. I think we had boundaries in what we were doing, and I'm a different type. Like I live in a black and white world. Like there's no gray area for me. So if you tell me this is what we doing, then that's what we doing. The moment you try to change it to something else, then I'm like, well, I thought we was doing this. So when did we decide to make the parameters change? So if something gonna change between us, like your whole situation gotta change. But like with what I was doing, I'll never be with him. Like he could call in the morning or now and say, me and her broke up and I want to come see you. Like, oh no.
So you ain't going for it.
I ain't going. We can talk. Like, you want to tell me how you feel about the fact that y'all ain't together no more, but I don't want to.
I think I messed up and I need to reevaluate my decision. He gonna try to come over.
So she ain't going for it.
So she ain't going
because for it. Like to me, it'll be like, why me now?
Yeah. Well, the secondary choice.
Is it because like you woke up and you realize you living this life you don't want to live? Or is it because she don't want you no more and now you know that something else is available? No, you just need to move on and get back on the dating scene because
you want a second fiddle, I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Because who's to say that you won't try with me and then you realize like, dang, I really did like being with her. So now you feel like, nah, I'm not going.
Yeah, like we seen that video. The second side piece can never be damn promoted. Somebody got to feel that.
Yeah.
But I think at some point men grow up and they realize they don't need to have two women, or they grow up and they realize that life ain't gonna always be with. Yeah, they think it's gonna be with all them people. It's draining dealing with multiple people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
especially if you're an empath and you take on all these different emotions and feelings.
Yeah, emotions from it. And then, like, unless you like, because I just like a lot of rich and famous men have side pieces. You gotta have balance. you gotta
have money to have multiple women. You can't be broke with multiple women.
Okay, really, everybody with money fucking everybody. So just a select few. But everybody fucking everybody.
Not all of them. I hate that we live in a world where like being monogamous is like is not the standard. It's like we're surprised when people are monogamous. Like we live in a world now where people expect that somebody to cheat.
Yeah,
according to some people, monogamy is practice. That's not how we were really meant to be.
Natural order. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not really the natural order of people.
Yeah, it's in the Bible too. So
But so a lot of people associate monogamy with like traditional instead of modern.
If we weren't raised, so I think it's one of those things that are taught, like how they say racism is taught. You teach your child to either not see color or to see color. So we were taught by society or whoever we grew up in the house with or whatever that you're supposed to be with one man, one woman.
Yeah.
I think everything is taught like that's taught. Sexuality is taught. All of that type of stuff is taught. Like we're taught that you. I mean, not okay. So I have nothing against gay people or anything like that.
Again.
I don't. But and where I'm going, you know, the thing is, we're taught that you're supposed to like a boy if you're a girl and vice versa.
Yeah.
We're never taught that you like who's nice to you or you like whatever. And then if your sexual parts react to them, that's okay. You're taught you're supposed to like this girl or you're supposed to like this boy. That's why so many people that's in a closet, so to speak, or not comfortable with being who they are because of what we're taught. This younger generation that's coming after us, they're more open because of how stuff is now. They see gay stuff. We never see like that on TV when we was growing up, where it was anything gay, whether it was in a cartoon, a movie, or anything.
No, we ain't see that.
But the kids that are younger than us, they seeing it. Well, like even like my nieces, like she'll be 20 in July. Like her generation of people, like they seeing it, and the ones that's younger, like they see that. We didn't see that. We were taught that it's a man and a woman. We ain't never hear nobody talking about two men or two women. Yeah. So if racism is taught, monogamy is taught, sexuality is too.
Yeah. I feel you on that. I believe that's how it is, though. And I think the world is now opening their eyes to like all this stuff is designed to be a certain way, but that's probably not how we were really meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like man made a lot of this stuff on how it is now. And I think people just really living their life freely now. Like you can't tell me that marriage, you supposed to be married. Because it means
order.
Yeah, like you can't tell me that you're supposed to, all these unhappy married people.
It's like that. You know what the freest things on the world in this planet are animals.
Yeah.
Like see how animals move around. I think that what people say the natural order. That's how the natural order is supposed to go.
Goddamn dog ain't got a schedule.
Dog, what now?
A dog ain't got no schedule. He do what the fuck he want to do anytime he feel like it.
Dog, cat, birds, all of them do.
And I think we live in this narrative where we're supposed to do what everybody else before us did. Like I think it's crazy. Like women want to. I ain't gonna say women. Some people want to live like how their grandparents did, so to speak. But then they want to do the new generation thing. The thing is, we don't know exactly what the hell our grandparents went through until they get to a point to have certain conversations with us. Like some of them people were married. I think that what was going on back in the day, they doing the same shit that we're doing now. It just was no technology. It wasn't nobody sitting around with no camera phone. There was nobody sitting around with a cell phone to be able to take a picture and say, "Oh, I seen your man with this lady."
No, that nigga had that
like hell back then, no for real.
Had that black book. Nigga went out and get some.
And of course, we already know women back in those days wasn't really working like we are now.
Yes,
and having their own businesses and stuff like that. So of course, it's gonna be a little different.
Yeah. But I think the only thing that probably is the same is women were taking care of children primarily, and like some women are fortunate enough nowadays to like have a good father for their kids, whether they together or not, and they help pick up their slack. But it be so many posts on social media where women are trying to break down this 50-50 thing, or they're saying a man expects them to take care of the kids, go to work, come home and do all of this. But I feel like those are conversations that you should have with a person before you make that commitment to them and before you go to having kids with them. Y'all need to go ahead and figure out their balance and shit. I do not want a man that can't cook. Like, I just know that. Like, I do not want one that can't cook. Like, the fact that I'm willing to cook and that I can cook, that don't mean I want to do it all the time. Like, some days, like, yeah, you can go in there and do that. But I don't think women have those. I don't think people have those type of conversations.
Yeah, you got to. Like, they were like going back to that 50-50 conversation. It's not 50-50. It could be like then crazy. What the crazy thing is, you could be 50-50 on the bills and the money and be 100% on everything else. If you cook, everybody split the responsibilities. Like, just cause man pay the bill, that means he don't have to goddamn go and cook, clean, and wash clothes and just be.
It's all about conversation.
Yeah.
I think. I seen a video the other day. I don't know if it was on Facebook or TikTok, and I don't know if I seen it to y'all or not, where it said women are trying to prove to men now that they're worthy of being their wives or being with them, so they start doing all of this stuff, like, you know, cooking, cleaning up, playing that role without the title of it. Like, you giving them all of that to try to prove yourself, and he take it like. You start out in the beginning like, oh, yeah, I'm going to cook for you and I'm going to do this. I don't mind washing your clothes and all of this shit. And he get used to it. And then once you live with him and you married to him and then you pop a baby out, now you tired. You don't want to do it. It's easier when it's just you and him and you cooking and cleaning up behind y'all. You might want to just go to work, come home and cook for them. But once you throw a child in the midst of that or children, it becomes draining. Because then you got to run behind these kids.
Yeah, that my next question. Like I say, do you think nowadays people put more into a relationship than actual marriage? Because by the time you do everything in a relationship, now it's time to get to the marriage. Shit, what else we got to do?
Only thing the marriage is a piece of paper, because people having kids before they get married, they living together before they get married, they buying houses together before they get married. What's the point of getting married? To change your last name and go through all this legal shit? Like, it's really like, is it a point in getting married now? Or is it okay to just like say I'm with you and we together? And if you talk to some married people, like, they'll be like, I wish we had just stayed boyfriend and girlfriend, because there's other shit that they want to do and they don't want to feel bad about doing it because they done took these vows before God or they got all this legal stuff going on. I think some of them would have rather just been in a relationship and live in separate houses, and you come to my house and I go to your relationship.
You
then it is a
marriage.
marriage.
You just leave, guys. Because even if y'all buy a house together,
it's cheaper to leave a relationship than it is a marriage. You can't get divorced for free.
That's okay.
That is true.
Money is going to be spent getting a divorce, and if you got kids, it costs even more, and it takes even longer.
And child support, so you gonna shit.
I mean, alimony is not a guarantee. Most of it's not too many men that's out here providing a lifestyle for women where they're gonna get alimony. Not none that we know. Not none on our level. Like,
the average man, when they do this whole relationship shit, is just that whole pre-trial thing. This is me. This is me. If he ain't showing you the real you in the get go, and he just playing that whole little front shit gonna go haywire. So you need to really, like you said, you need to be around somebody who you could be free around. You could be yourself.
Well, Michael, I guess, but you and your girlfriend live together. So don't y'all live together?
Mm-hmm.
So what would be the benefit of getting married for you?
Benefit of getting married?
Mm-hmm. Because we sitting here talking about it and none of us are.
So we're in a relationship right now. It's going about to be 2 years in January.
How long y'all been living together?
Shit, about a year.
Okay, so in a relationship, living together, only thing y'all don't like, even though y'all renting, y'all ain't bought a house yet, but what would be the benefit of getting married?
I mean,
if you're already playing house, like.
You know what I'm saying? So we already talked about this. Well, but yeah, we talked about this. So yeah, we're not going to do a wedding until we get at least a house and all this shit. At least we get everything settled and all that before we do on a wedding, because a wedding is very expensive.
I'm not asking about a wedding. I'm asking about a marriage. There's a difference. There's a big difference between a wedding and a marriage. What is okay? We'll talk about your wedding later. Y'all ain't gonna have no wedding until y'all get a house. I have to bring you back because you know you go left field. What is the benefit of you getting married?
Here's the thing. As we're taught, when we marry somebody, you want to be with that person for the rest of your life. And I know you're saying, what is the benefit? I mean, hey.
So the benefit is the legal tie.
Yeah, the legal tie. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and let's just go ahead. I could be myself around her. So why not make her my wife? When I can really be myself around somebody who's really truly trying to see that my well-being and all that. It is a tie. That's what I'm saying. I was going through the whole motions, like she's on the same page, all that with the whole wedding and all that. So why not? Why not be with somebody? Because when you go into a marriage, it's basically you got a business. It's like a business decision.
You didn't answer a question, Michael. You didn't answer a question.
I think I'm going to answer it for him. I'm y'all know I'm good at words. So the benefits, the reason it would benefit him to get married is because him and his girlfriend feel like there is nobody else in the world for them. So let's just go ahead and bind it.
Yeah. Yeah, she on the same page. She got the same aspiration, she got the same ambition. So why not? That was basically what I was trying to say. I apologize if I went over.
Let me point this out though. So, DC, Young Fly, and Jackie, they never got married. So people were saying the fact that when it was time to bury her, because her dad, I guess he was what's the name when they have the will what's the call, y'all?
Deed and will on the final
the
reading.
Power of attorney.
That. So since they were married, they had the power of attorney or whatever. So they stayed in Atlanta and the kids and stuff like that. But she's from California, so since dad was POA, he wanted her buried in California. So people were saying, well, if DC would have married her, he would have had that, and she could have been buried in Atlanta with her kids.
So let me say something from a legal aspect of all of this. You can do a power of attorney without being married to somebody. You can write up a will without being married to somebody. I think it's important now, especially like how people are dying at early ages, that we all go ahead and put in place what it is that we want. And like, what's crazy to me about the DC situation is when he speaks so highly about God and his faith. So does he not correlate marriage with God and faith in the Bible? Because growing up in the church, this way it was always like, God, the church, God is like the head, and then it's man, and then your wife comes behind all of that. Like, he just kept saying they were spirit-led and all of this about God, but I don't know the whole Bible. Don't the Bible say something about being married and stuff? But it's just crazy that she had her father as power of attorney when she had a life partner, per se.
Yeah, because
that just makes me believe, that just be making me think stuff like, did you not trust this person? And then, like, I don't know, because I know ain't nobody got to argue about shit when I die. I want to be cremated. I don't give a damn what y'all do with them ashes.
Ooh, you sound just like me. I was just telling my mom, we was walking that lake bottom. I said, I don't have no funeral for me. Have folks looking in my face.
And have all these people showing up that don't give a damn. They coming to be nosy. No, y'all burn me up and y'all deal with my death the best way that y'all know how. If it take a group of y'all to get together and sit around and just talk, then y'all do that. Y'all ain't gotta go in no church and let some preacher that don't know me get up there and talk about me, and all these people be crying and, oh, well, I missed this and blah blah blah. No, when we hadn't talked in years.
Just cremate me.
Yeah, but I think everybody should have something written up and notarized and filed with the courts to say what it is that they want. Because a person can be married and still have a power of attorney that says that their mother or their father or their brother makes final decisions.
Yeah. So okay.
I mean, it's different if there's nothing in place and people can fight, they can fight over it. Like, so that is crazy though, that her daddy want to bury her in California. She lived in Atlanta. Like, where did she want to be buried at? I don't think we think about that stuff at our age, because we feel like we got all the time in the world, but we
Yeah, they had two funerals for her. One in Atlanta, one in California, because of that.
Know that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It probably wasn't the reason, unless he would have waited to marry her, or he just Cause sometimes, I know sometimes in relationships and in marriage, well, not necessarily marriage and long relationship, we reward people for just being around. Sometimes you can elevate, and that person don't necessarily elevate with you.
True.
So, God, man,
like you said, have an off season for marriage and see if you really want to renew this shit.
You got, because like sometimes,
yeah,
like
shit. I was thinking about that too. A few days ago, we had that conversation. I think it was Trav that said something every 5 years or something.
Yeah, 5 years. Because most marriages end with a 3, 1 to 3 years.
Idea. I actually like the idea because nigga, I get tired of you after about 2 years.
Go back that
Shell, you a Virgo. No, Shell a Virgo. This all it is. Like this shit. Like I don't even think, because I used to think I still want to get married, but then I don't know, because I like variety. I like options, and I don't know. I just, and I ain't even gonna say that I like options because I do this dumbass shit that I tell people not to do. I meet somebody, I start talking to them, I like them, and I act like nobody else exists. I don't legit cut them off. I just don't fuck with them as hard. And it's like, I'm gonna give you the chance to fuck up because I know you're gonna fuck up. I just told my cousin today, I started talking to this guy, and I was like, yeah, all right now. I said, but I'll update you in about 2 weeks. So that's usually how long it takes them to show me who they really are. And then it's like, I'm done.
Just go in there with them a little, you know what I'm saying? Just go in there. Just go in there, just looking like he gonna fuck up. Just say, you know what, maybe he.
I don't go in like they're gonna fuck up. They just usually do. And I think what it is, most men aren't used to dealing with a woman as calm as me. Like, I'm not everybody else. I'm not about to argue with you. We ain't about to do all that rah-rah shit. I like to talk. I want to know what's wrong with you. Like, how was your day? And I'm not selfish and self-centered. A lot of women now are very selfish and self-centered. So they don't be knowing how to take shit. And I ain't gonna force you to know how to deal with me. Especially when I'm not aggressive and shit and all of that. Like, nah.
So you just hey, I'm me, like, you know what I'm saying? So make it simple as possible.
Yeah, and I tell them everything I want, like you tell me I shouldn't do.
Oh yeah.
I met one person that did everything I said that I wanted. And it didn't blow up in my face.
Oh, yeah,
but the rest of these niggas, I tell them what I want now. I'll never do the shit. And then when I be doing it for myself, it be like, oh, well, what nigga did that, or who bought you that? Like, I bought it. I don't never ask somebody to do nothing for me that I want to do for myself. And I think that's what a lot of women mess up at. They want flowers, but they never bought themselves nothing. They only want flowers because society done said a man should buy you this.
Mm-hmm.
Some girl made a post and said, if he won't, he will. And then she standing there with some flowers. And niggas buying flowers because they see everybody posting on Facebook and social media that they want. But they gonna meet a girl that don't even like damn flowers. You ain't even had a conversation with her to see if she like the flowers or not. And then you just gonna show her with some flowers. She might like plants.
Yeah. You just
go buy an elephant ear. Like, you really, with the thing people don't do enough is talk and get to know each other.
There you go. That's the most important. That's what's lacking in dating now in a relationship. Nobody talks. Everybody, besides moving too fast, everybody just go from point A to goddamn point Z and shit, and forget all the other parts. Like that's why I say, when you get with somebody, you take this person seriously. You want to take this person seriously. You gotta get taught to really know this person. Can I actually see myself being with this person? Can I actually see myself marrying this person? Like, cause then it won't be such a culture shock. That's why so many relationships end and so many marriages end, because you don't really know the person. Like, damn, I can't deal with this shit. Like,
that's one thing.
You gotta see them in every season. You gotta talk to them. You gotta see them in every season.
Yep.
And I like for a man to see me emotional now. Like, I used to do this whole little thing where I didn't cry and I didn't show feelings and shit. But I need them to be able to see me everywhere. Like, I need you to see me happy. I need you to see me sad. I don't know how to get mad no more. Like, I'm so calm, right? Like, I don't get mad. Like, I don't know. I get disappointed. And me being disappointed is a whole lot worse than me being mad, and I don't even know how to get mad.
Yeah, being disappointed.
So I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm gonna figure out a way to cry to see how you gonna react to me crying. I might be crazy or something.
Nah, you just know your value. So
she
and it took a long time.
She know how to control her emotions. She done figure out the cheat code what a man should be born with. She know how to control her emotions.
Yeah.
And I'm not like most women. It's not about finances. Yes, I want you to come with a job and your own income and your own everything else. But no, you don't have to come being able to pay my rent and yours too, because rent high as fuck right now.
Like a bitch.
But if you can pay mine and yours, yeah, you can come home.
Turn it down.
I know I'm not, but I'm not gonna lead with that either.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can come pay it, but I've never been the female to say this need to be paid, this need to be done, all of that. Like, once we started talking and you know I got my own place, then you know I got rent, you know I got a light bill, you know I got all this stuff. You know I'm a female, so I'm getting my hair did, I'm getting my nails did. Women don't have to tell men this shit.
Yeah, they already know they peak.
Just give us the damn Netflix password. Shit.
Hell no, I can't do that no more. They got to pay that shit.
Yeah, and that shit high. I don't give out my streaming stuff unless we swap it. Like, if you giving me something, then you can get my whatever. Like, I got the one dude Netflix, he got my Hulu, but I got his Netflix, his YouTube TV, his Stars. I got all his shit. I just hope like we'll never get bad enough to a point like he changed the password.
I miss soap today. That was my go-to. Now it's gone. So I gotta switch up.
You what?
I had a website, but it's gone now forever.
What you mean you got a website and it's gone now?
Yeah, TV, the movie.
Yeah, he watched it. We'll watch stuff.
Had everything. Now it's gone forever.
Are we gonna do the other part that we was on?
Oh yeah.
Y'all think we got enough off of this? Because we done went almost an hour.
We can tap on a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shit. And then
double standards. The double standard.
It's not just double. Yeah, double. Is it double standard or is it just that?
It really is a double standard.
How people view shit. Like,
I mean, they view the man as the conqueror and the reproduction and all that. That men were geared to be a provider and here to replicate and all that shit. So motherfuckers gonna be bragging about, oh, I got her, I got her. And that's why they always get praised. And where a girl, you know what I'm saying, who got multiple children, they're gonna be like, oh, well, she ain't doing her job, she did, she that, or she gonna need all this and all these and these kids and all that shit. That's how society looks at that shit. But
I don't know if it's society that cares about whether a woman has multiple kids by multiple men and the men by multiple women. I think it's our culture that cares. White people do the shit all the time and don't nobody talk about it. It's black people that talk about their own folks.
Damn.
It be the shit. The white people do the same stuff we do.
They really do.
Like, you can talk to some of them and they be like, oh, well, my brother got 2 baby mamas and he just moved his new girlfriend in and she pregnant and all this shit. And they ain't judging on it. But then it'll be us against our own people thinking about it. So here's my thing. I don't really care how many baby daddies a woman got. I only care about how many baby mamas a man got that I'm dealing with. I prefer you to come with it. I don't care what society thinks. I just want to,
What's the question?
Hey, why is it society looks praise a man for having multiple baby moms and multiple kids, but shames a woman who have multiple baby dads and multiple kids?
Well,
I don't know who praising them. I don't know what
women that they have kids that say they don't want men with kids.
Yeah, then I don't understand that.
Now that's becoming a thing.
Instead, just add dad. That's what it's called. Just add dad. This is one nigga who ain't got no kids or responsibilities, and he got all this free time and money. So why don't you just add dad? That's the fucked up way of saying it. But hey,
yeah, come take care of me and my bad attitude and these kids that don't belong to you.
No, you got some. Hey, you got some good.
They doing it though. That's the thing. They doing
You
it.
got some good women. Now, I'm gonna say this: you got some good women with kids.
Mm-hmm.
You got some good women. Now you got some who are just, hey, I don't. What's your problem?
So my godmama said this Sunday we were talking about something, and she said men like women with kids because they know they're gonna be able to have them somewhere to stay and they're gonna have something to eat. Because most of the time, women with kids got their own place to stay and they're gonna cook because they gotta feed them children.
Mm-hmm.
Who don't want to go lay over there and get something to eat when the children eat?
That's fucked up, man. Hey, that's
So to the women, let's just throw this out there. To the women there to stand with their child's father or children's father because you feel like a man ain't gonna want you with 2 kids, 3 kids, 4 kids, whatever. You do not have to stay in that relationship with that man unless you just want to. Because I promise you, as soon as a man see that you single, they ain't gonna give a damn about your baby daddy or them kids. They gonna come play house with you and your kids. Just make sure if he got something, he's taking care of his while he's helping you take care of yours. And don't believe him when he say, oh, my baby mama this and my baby mama this. Do some research. Because I don't know too many women that want to just keep their children away from a man because these women be want breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she stay with him? They fucking.
What, Michael?
I said, if baby mama stays with him, they fucking.
What you mean?
You know, some baby daddies be like, well, I'm single.
Oh, we just staying here and I'm just staying at the house for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And some of us add up by being.
I don't want nobody staying with me tonight. Ain't nobody of the opposite sex staying with me tonight having sex with.
Yeah.
Unless I got a big ass space.
And still then, it's still a chance. I can see.
Am I renting you a room? Like, what are you doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's supposed to be here. No. But yeah, man, it's somebody out there for everybody. Hey,
yeah, you want it just depend on the people for real.
Yeah, what you want and what you like to do. Cause shit, hey, do what works for you. Yeah.
So here's the moral of today's story. Do not let society, your friends, your family dictate who you choose to fuck with. If you want to be somebody's side piece, you do that. You take that. But what you don't do when you be in that side piece is get in your feelings one day and blast to the whole world or that man's girlfriend or that woman's boyfriend that you've been doing this shit. When you sign up for that role, you stay in it. If you choose to be with somebody that has multiple kids by multiple people, that's your prerogative. I just hope your mental strong.
And be responsible.
How be responsible?
If you're having raw, unprotected sex, make sure you use condoms. You should be using condoms and stuff.
Michael, how the hell did that sound? If you having raw, unprotected sex, make sure that you using condoms.
Hey,
what even
What?
How even me?
Oh, which one of y'all said that? They were trying to
but use condoms.
Like, God damn.
I use some. Well, shit, they have a whole bunch of kids.
Don't get lost in the sauce. Basically. Especially with the wrong one.
People just fall in love too quick and be ready to have babies.
They don't be in love. Their problem is they don't love themselves. So go love yourself. Then you won't settle for this other little bullshit, what you think is love, because they know something that you like. You like them and you're in list. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You're like some dogs and fucking heat.
The natural order, like we talked about earlier.
But y'all, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all the next go round.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
You gonna end the mic?
Yeah. So, ladies, if that man doesn't want to raise the kids, don't be mad at his decision. Let me shut up. All right.
You're gonna counsel those guys. They hate women. They're bad.
I'm just playing. All right. This is a podcast. And as always, be in the jungle, baby.
Good motherfucking night.
See y'all.
Well,
Oh boy.